sense to me.
Okay, so before we actually get started with the program, one of the things that I do like to do is do an energy clearing. And this particular frequency or bowl that I'm using is excellent at detoxing and energy clearing. And the reason why I do this is it starts us in kind of a neutral spot. It clears off any kind of unwanted, unnecessary energies. So we can take in the frequencies that I'll be using today and really take them in and have a great meditation, take in those frequencies and utilize them with our innate intelligence effectively. Okay. So all you have to do is to just take them in for a couple of minutes here. I do this in advance of all sound baths. I'm going to mute this also. So our online sound bath meditation has 3 parts to it. The first part, I'm going to talk about our frequency topic, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the frequencies that I'm going to be using to that topic or theme. Then I will get us into our meditation. I will do a light guided meditation to enter into that meditation. That part will be a half hour, and then close the meditation. And then the third part will be to share. And the sharing is an important part of any kind of sound treatment, be it a sound bath or sound therapy. The reason for that is because this energy is entering into your body, and you want to be able to make these observations. It's an important part of any kind of sound healing to make those observations of what's taking place in your body, what's coming up for you in terms of any emotions, visions, any kind of reactions that you're having. So that third part is an important part because it starts the process over the course of the next 24 to 48 hours of making observations, because even though the sound event is going to be over, you want to continue to make those observations because the sound will continue to work in your body. And of course, I will also be sending you the recording, and you can continue to utilize this recording anytime you wish. So a couple of things. First of all, during the meditation and the sound bath, you do want to utilize either earbuds or headphones. This, of course, cuts down on any kind of ambient noise, but also taking in the sound this way does create whole brain coherence. And of course, whole brain coherence is great, but it also means that all parts of your brain are going to be engaged. And taking in the binaural beats as I strike these bowls, it just simply means that your ability to change brainwave states is going to be optimized. Now, in order for us, and just as a little bit of background, the sound healing modality that I'm certified in uses tested and certified bowls, which means that each one of these has a very specific frequency, which means that they will also have very specific effect on your body and your mind. And each one of them has the ability to help us connect with ourselves spiritually or with our spirit. And so when I say that our theme or our orientation is around inspiration, what that means is I have made a selection of very specific frequencies today that will orient themselves towards our ability to become inspired and to have vision for ourselves. And so that's what I'll be talking about today. The frequencies that I'll be using are the frequency of Uranus, Neptune, Jupiter, our biorhythm, intellectual frequency, as well as Mercury. And always I have a grounding frequency, which is Earth, Day, Sun. Now, each one of these has multiple effects on us beyond simply inspiration and vision. So if you notice other kinds of effects, that's just simply your innate intelligence working in your behalf. And so if that's true, just give thanks. Have gratitude for that kind of reaction. Okay? And in terms of when you get this recording, you can listen to this recording each day if you choose. Okay. Now, that is not the case with every single recording that comes from Aris, meaning my website, or from each and every sound bath meditation, because sometimes the frequencies that I use are going to be too intense to listen to every day. But this recording, you can listen to every day if you choose. So let's look at inspiration for a second. So we need inspiration for so many things in life, yet oftentimes it's very elusive. You know, we wait for it and it does not come. So where is it? Where does inspiration come from? And if you do a search on the word for inspiration, oftentimes it's combined with the word divine inspiration. And so there becomes our hint in terms of where inspiration actually lies. Divine inspiration, that's true. Our inspiration does not come from logic. It does not come from well thought out plan. And I think a lot of times we think, okay, if I bear down hard enough, I'll get this inspiration. And that's just not how it works. Inspiration is a communication from your soul, from your spirit. And while you can call upon your spirit to inspire you for a project or some kind of life direction, why is it that you can't hear it when you need it the most? Or better yet, why can you not feel it? Because in fact, inspiration is an emotion, and you should be able to feel it. So if you think about those moments in your life when you have been truly inspired, when you have been inspired, you do feel it. Okay. So that's how you know that you are truly inspired, is you feel it, you are moved. And that only comes from emotion, and that only comes from that divine guidance that exists within all of us. And so inspiration, when it is that powerful, is not something that you're looking to have each and every day. You don't need to be inspired to figure out what you want to have for dinner. You don't need to be inspired to go work out. Maybe you need to be motivated, but those are two different things. Okay. But you probably do need to be inspired occasionally for that project, or you do need to be inspired to figure out what your life purpose is. So it's one of those things that, if you will, is not something that you need each and every day, but when you need it, you need to call upon it. So, why is it that it can be elusive? And why is it that we can't get inspired when we need to? Well, the answer is because oftentimes we're calling on the wrong tool. We're calling on logic when logic is not what we need, it's the wrong tool. And sometimes there's too much noise, there's too much stress, there's too much emotional baggage that's interfering with what's taking place. And so today, what we're going to do is we're going to cut through the noise, we're going to cut through the emotional baggage, and we're going to use frequency to tune up our listening and to be able to hear that voice within us. So let's look for just a second at some of these frequencies, not all of them, but a couple of them, and how they're going to work on our behalf. So we've got Uranus, and I know that astrologists have a little bit different pronunciation of this, but that's what I call it. Uranus is an interesting and a quirky frequency, and it works within us and our nervous system to help relax us and then open us up for renewal almost of unexpected insights. You know, it's like first we need to de-stress and relax. Then suddenly things just start kind of percolating. That's why I think Uranus is such a quirky frequency, is things start popping almost. And the other aspect to this is it can help to eliminate blockages almost like a pop or almost like instantaneous. But as this is taking place, so in other words, it works in the nervous system, and the nervous system is where we oftentimes harbor emotional blockages. And there's a sensuality almost to what's taking place because we start seeing ourselves and seeing our own potential. It's almost a sense of empowerment in terms of, wow, I could do this. Okay. And that can be very sensual. And at the same time, almost frightening because we may be breaking some bonds and breaking some bondages that were holding us back, from actually doing something or exploring something. So inspiration sometimes can almost have kind of the sensual, but almost frightening aspect to it. And Uranus is all about that. And that's why Uranus is so quirky, is because, it almost just pops you forward and go, here, try this one. And so, it's good fun. Now, Neptune frequency is all about a spiritual journey. And this one helps to connect us to our souls so we can listen to it. And the way that it does this sometimes is in dreams and in visions. Now, this one, helped me to really schedule this one early in the day, because who knows but what 3 o'clock this afternoon, while you're drinking your mid-afternoon beverage, suddenly you may have a vision. And that's what Neptune can do. Or it can work in your dream. And that's, again, the effect of Neptune. It is in this place with Neptune where we get our messages from our unconscious self. And that's how Neptune works. Jupiter promotes creativity of thought and a very generous spirit because it's now connecting us to our divine by moving away our ego. Sometimes our ego gets in the way, and Jupiter helps to set it aside and allows us to connect spiritually. So we're not thinking about, well, I can't do that because my ego is telling me I can't. And that's the great thing about the Jupiter frequency, is it sets it aside. Also, it opens us up and allows us to love ourselves enough to be able to see what's possible. Okay, so that's just kind of a brief overview of what these frequencies will do for you. So please find a comfortable position. Let's take a deep breath together as you close your eyes. Allow your breath to relax your body. We will begin. Continue to breathe and allow it to deepen your relaxation in your body. Be aware of the sounds of the bowls. Listen to them deeply. Notice how you hear more than one tone. Notice the vibration. Take in the sound. Notice where the sound travels as you listen to it. Where is it going in your body? Take in the sound. Notice what thoughts you are having as you listen to it. Notice the sounds as they move up your legs, past your sacrum, the sound pauses in your solar plexus, fully engaging you, showing you who you are before traveling up your spine, through your nerves in a wave of sound. Gently caressing each part of you as it moves. You sense possibility as it moves into your brain and your third eye. You sense possibility as it moves into your pineal gland and up through your crown and out to the universe. You are now connected both to the earth and to your source. Allow the sound let you journey. Sense the wave of sound as it moves through you. You are part of the sound and vibration, moving as a wave through everything, noticing everything, part of everything. It is there for you to explore and to choose. you're ready, allow your awareness to come back and expand. Thank your body for allowing. Breathe deeply. Your mind is full of possibilities, and all blockages are gone. You're free to express yourself in new ways. Feel it in your body. Open your eyes and return to our session.